that's better. Picture's crap. So tonight, reviewing from Wiseman Brewing. It's their Body Electric, a New England style double India Pale Ale. I'm sure I only put it as New England Pale Ale. I must change that in a minute. So it's a 1 pint glass, 7.5%. Good artwork. Looks like the bloke from Sesame Street, to be fair. Right. I ain't got a clue if I set this as if I set it as thing or not. Right, OU. Yep. Right. Let's crack this open. That's it. Good evening. I didn't know whether I'd set it as public or unlimited. I'm sitting there thinking, maybe I am. Maybe I've set it as unlisted rather, not unlimited. So, oh, nice to be having a beer. 7.5%. And there we go. Wiseman Brewing. Got it from LowcostBeer. Good evening. I can't hear the notifications, so I won't really know, you know. Because I have to turn everything off on the phone, otherwise you get that ding, ding, ding. It does you nothing. It's bad enough in the background, but then with that, good evening, with that going off in the background, so lovely. Like a amberish pour. Inch of head as usual. Never been great for pouring heads. Very fruity nose. Fruity hoppy nose. Got it from LowcostBeer a while ago now, I think. Malty, fruity. Whoa, that's got some potency to it on the taste. Wow. Blooming heck, you know you're drinking this one. Good evening. Oh, that is nice. That's a very, very nice beer. So it's a New England style double IPA. Good evening, Thomas. Back in the beer room. I like the beer room. It's better than doing beer reviews at the barbecue when your neighbours keep walking by and you're embarrassed because you can hear people. It's not so much fun. No, but it's just 9%. Bless you. I can't wait to make my own rum and raisin stout. Well, it won't be a rum and raisin stout. It'll be a rum and raisin imperial, and it's going to be strong. I haven't worked out if I'm going to put one bottle in or 2 bottles in yet. Just to bump the ABV up, as you do. Good evening, Liam. So the pinter is in the fridge now, standing up ways, like you said. And tomorrow I'll take it out, take the brewing base off the brewing dock, and go from there. So, really enjoying this. I don't know if anybody's had this from Low Cost. Goathead may well be the only one in the oven. I know it's been a long day. I've been stood by the barbecue for 2 hours cooking. First steaks and then barbecue and beef burgers. So 2 hours out of your day cooking. And then the wife moans at me coming down the shed. Yeah. You think most women want you out of the way for 2 hours so they can watch TV and have a bit of peace, wouldn't you? So yeah, hazy, amberish pour. The whitehead's gone now. So no need to boil them. Right, so that is interesting. I bet them raisins are as strong as hell afterwards. I bet you could eat them raisins and get drunk. Oh, the missus's birthday tomorrow, bless you. So, nice to be back in the beer room. I do need to get something done. You don't see this on other channels, do you? So, a little bit of home brewing while I'm doing this review. Here we go. So, hey, look, too far down. Can't see you now. Here we go. So, the Imperial starts ready for bottling. And while I'm doing this review, a little bit, multitasking. Yeah, so I just need to suck on this, as you do. Yeah, can't be a bit of sucky. And siphon it. So I'll put the python in and get siphoning. I would as well, mate. Oh, good evening. Right, where's my thing? I've got that red thing that you stick on somehow. There we go. And down to the bottom. Right, back on the review. Special brew, eh? Oh, fair play there. Good for Howard the dog, yeah, fair play to you. Right, I'll spin round and we're back to the, there we go. Back to the review format. Yes, one does apologise, bit of multitasking. One of these days I'll learn how to have a shave as well. So yeah, very nice tasting. But I've got to say, this last week I have had some exceptional West Coast IPAs, and this is a good version of a New England one as well. I had to come down the shed last night at 12 o'clock. Well, 12 or 1, I'm not sure what time it was. I was sober. I was watching Harry Bluenose's feed, and I'm there, and I caught up with all my internet work, sitting there sober as hell. And I thought, I can't get to sleep like this. So I came down and necked 2 glasses of wine. Helped to treat. Fell asleep about 10 minutes afterwards when I got up the house. Yeah. Woke up at 4 in the morning with the TV on. Yeah. Captain Marvel had finished. My Achilles heel. It's nice to have a beer at night. It just chills you out. For everybody who never suffered with anxiety, please don't, because it does get you. Have I got that on the wrong setting? Let me just click on something. There we go. Oh, right. No. Oh, there we go. Live chat. I'm only seeing certain chat. That's better. Although, to be fair, I'm still seeing the same chat. Oh, never mind. It is what it is. So, that's filling up nicely. The Imperial Mild. Upsets your daughter. This is upsetting me. Good afternoon. Good evening, Negan. How are you? A teeper from Face collaboration with Dogs. Ooh. Good evening, Mr. Dave. How are you? Or Mr. Goathead, as we normally say. Did you have this one from Low Cost? Very, very nice. New England style double imperial. 7.5% if memory serves me correctly. Yes. Very easy drinking. Oh. So I'm doing 3 reviews tonight. You missed it, yeah. It's a cracker of a beer, absolute cracker. So yeah, doing 3 reviews tonight. I'm doing craft beer first, then I'm doing homebrew, and then I'm doing imperial. So yeah, 3 good ones tonight. Hey, I like a decent night. So yeah, my imperial pumpkin spiced mild. Looking forward to this. I might add a bit of sugar for when it goes into fermentation in the bottles, but the Imperial Ginger Barley Wine has really cleared amazingly fast. It was murky yesterday. It's already clear, and it's already gone solid in the bottles. Good evening. Yeah, I walked into Tesco's, and they've got like a little plinth with a load of stuff on, reduced or not what they normally stock. And there was 2. There was a double dragon, which I from Feeling Foal, if that's how you pronounce it. And good evening. And then there was the Boss Brewing, and I thought, oh, I've not seen that one before. And then I picked up the Buxton one as well, which Imperial Stout, which you don't normally see. So it was good on good for 2 different beers. So nice to pick up a few extra beers today. I noticed there's a new Northern Monk beer in where Death Star should have been in Tesco's. There's a new Northern Monk beer, but it isn't bloody it isn't Death Star. Another one of their Faith or something, Eternal Faith, or I don't know, something Faith. Yeah, I've reviewed that sometime on the channel. I think it was when Lidl had it, to be fair. I think Death Star, I don't think Death Star's ever going to show. I think it's a done deal. I think if you want Death Star, you've got to... I don't think that was it, no. I don't think it was a double IPA. But I didn't really take a lot of notice. I'm sure it said Eternal Faith. But other than that, I'm not, I didn't look into detail. I looked and thought, £4. I thought, well, I'm not paying for that. And then walked off. And then I seen the £3, the Buxton one for £3, and I thought, Imperial Stout, and I thought, that's my sort of territory. I'll go for that. Something different, you know. Went into Own Bargains. Well, if you think about beers, the Guinness, the alcohol-free Guinness is Eternal Haze. Ah, yes, that was it. Yeah. The alcohol-free Guinness has not showed its face ever since, has it? Ever since when they brewed it, we've never seen it since. So that's quite interesting, really, that it's not come back in. Is it brew? We've had it before. Oh, good. Yes, I might review that tonight. Yes, jolly good. Yes, chuck an impy in. You can't beat an impy on a work night. Well, tomorrow, work. I shall fall asleep nice and early. Upset the wife, as you do. These things you have to do, don't you? You know, it's part of the course, isn't it? You know. God, I thought it said 5 to 8, then I thought I haven't been here that long. Wow. So as you go down and the air gets to this, it becomes really more solid a beer, really challenging in its taste. Good evening, Greg. How are you, matey? This is a potent little fella, this is. So, for everybody who wants eggs right at the beginning, it's a New England style double India Pale Ale from Wiseman Brewing. It's called Body Electric. It's 7.5%. Hey, the burgers were good last night and today as well. And steak was good today as well. Yeah, I had steak as well on the barbie. Spent 2 hours outside on the barbie. It's got an IBU of 90. Well, not that I care about IBUs, to be honest. A 1 pint can. Yeah. It was in one of the other buckets where I left it last night. I started off doing the homebrew update, and I'm talking away, and I couldn't find it, and I'm swearing like a trooper. I had to delete that video. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, I did. I had some red last night, and then I had some red today. Yeah. It's more like a 440, isn't it? It's funny how they change around the world. I mean, it looks like a 440 to me, because a pint would be in a bigger can, wouldn't it? 10%, get in. So, well, the homebrew's going down a treat. I'm already down to 9 litres. Yeah, I could certainly neck a few of these. It's very palatable at 7.5%. It's very easy drinking, shall we say. Goes down a treat. So, I'll get to the last bit in a minute. I am going to review the Imperial Mild next. So first taste, and as you can see, if I spin you around, you can see that it's actually, there you go, that thing there, that red thing's actually pouring into the bucket. So it's as fresh as you can get. Fresh. Like these craft beer people go on about. Fresh. Yeah, well that's definitely fresh. Lovely smell coming from it. This is going to be really interesting. You know, as a home brewer, you had plenty of home brew's deadly, isn't it? It's why I want to brew lots of different home brews, so I can come down the shed and mix it up. It's nothing worse than having 70 cans of Guinness and not fancying Guinness. I used to like Bass years ago, you know, and last time I had it, I wasn't overly struck on it. But normally, I'm quite a Bass fan, really. So yeah, that's going down nicely. I'll have to look back at the review, the homebrew update earlier, and try and get the ABV. I think it was about 8% in the end. Yeah, I think it was about 1015. So I'll do a quick calculation in a minute before I come back on with the next review. So, with regards to this fella, Wiseman Brewing, I presume this is from America. Don't really know. I don't really know the brewery. Oh my God. North Carolina. So yeah, American beer. And if there's one thing about LowcostBeer that you've got to say, is they have some beers you just don't see at a lot of other places. Obviously the prices, you know, that's up to you to check out. The St. Peter's Cream Stout, you open the lid and it's amazing, matey. I just wish, I fancy getting the honey porter again and ramping up the sugar, or using light spray malt or whatever, ramping it up and making like an imperial honey porter, because the base beer is exceptional. So you add strength to that base beer and maybe a bit of banana flavouring or something, or a bit of more honey to it, and you'll get an even more exceptional beer with a good wallop of ABV, which is what we all want. Magnum cider is deadly. I had to get rid. Good evening, Rod. How are you, matey? Or in your country, good afternoon. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does sound incredible. It's definitely. When I get my spare money this year, I'm definitely going to play around with beer kits and show people that you don't have to stick to what the beer kit says, but you can use the beer kit. Good evening. It's not been too bad in the UK, to be fair, or certainly not in Nottingham. In Nottingham, we've had rain, clouds, a little bit of sun. When the sun came out, it was quite hot. But the rest of the time, it's been quite mild. I've been planting, I've been barbecuing. Well, I've been barbecuing for 2 hours. Taking cuttings and all that. Yeah, which means we'll get that in about 2 weeks' time, usually. Usually happens that we get it a week or two after you, if it still transpires that when it reaches across to the UK, across the Atlantic to the UK, that it actually stays that way, if the winds don't get hold of it. So, I'm down below 4 litres now. So I'm nearly there. A bit of home brewing while we talk. Right, let me spin this around. Oh God, last week was a killer. You know, for mowing, it was a killer. So, let me just lift this up. Things you do. And bit of home brewing. See, you don't get this on other beer reviews, do you? Everyone just sits there talking about beer. Here you get me doing a bit of homebrew while I'm reviewing. Okay. Multitasking. It's the way forward. So, anyway, whilst I'm holding this, and oh God, it's killing my bag. From North Carolina, so Rod's country. Good evening, David. Wiseman Brewing, New England style double IPA. Nice glass. Which one? There's loads on the back wall. Beer gardens only, so the Irish are quite far behind everybody else then, aren't they? Can't be good for your hospitality in Ireland to be so far behind. I presume Northern Ireland are in front, but then again, if you're in the south of Ireland, it's not like you can drive up to the border. You know, if you're in the south, if you're in the north, it's not so bad. You can just nip across, get a few beers, and then get the bus back, or some sort of transport back at least. So yeah, one does apologise. Got to keep this going. This is good. This is the next beer review. So multitasking on beer reviews. I would show you the thing, but I can't tip it up. Rule of 6 when England's playing. What does everyone think about taking the knee still? I don't agree with it really. Politics should stay politics, but everyone to their own, obviously. We've all got our own opinions on life, but whether you agree or you disagree. But it'd be interesting to see if all the teams in Europe did the same. Let's hope not. The wedding industry, the rest of the hospitality industry needs unlocking. Hospitals are not under strain as they were. Bugger. Yeah. Hospitals are not under strain. Yes, there's lots of viruses in the community. Nothing should ever be rammed down anybody's throat. Good evening. So, bit of a beer review come draining the home brew. That's done. Job's a good one. And the barrel's ready to be drank. So, finish this beer review off. Get with the next beer review. And yes, it's different, isn't it? It's a different type of review, isn't it? You know. There we go. Right. So, from Wiseman Brewing, brought from LowcostBeer. This is a North Carolina brewery. It's a New England style double India Pale Ale. On the pour, amberish on the pour to begin with. Good evening, Tad. Drink the barrel. Yeah, no. I will drink one pint though. Golden to amber pour, hazy. On the aroma, hoppy. God, I forgot now. Hoppy. Quite intense, complex taste to it. Tropical, complex. Really strong. The more the air gets to it, the stronger it becomes. It really is a truly awesome beer. Oh, that was an absolute belter. Lovely artwork on the can. Body Electric is the name. And on that side of the can. And I've got to say, you're right, Chris. 4.5 all day long. That is an absolute classic of a beer. So, that's it for the first review. Got to kill this review. It was 7.5%. The next one, my own brew, is about 8%. So it's going to be interesting. Right, back in 2 minutes all. Thank you all for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. And yeah, see you in about 2 minutes. Cheers. Oh,